All right, guys, we are going to start our unit on acorns, and Aubrey is, quit looking at me, making fun of me. No, I'm not a dork. You're a dork. Sorry, I got to bully some students a little bit. So we're starting our unit on seed collecting, and we are going to first talk about acorns and what type of trees they grow on. So we have two types of trees. There's dork number 2. Sorry. I got to take a break to bully some students. My kid will be coming out here in a minute probably, but sidetrack. These are white oak trees. Now, if you look at a white oak, we're going to just learn to identify two types of trees today. We have white oak. They have rounded lobes. So the ends of them, all right, kind of shaped like a hand a little bit, but oak trees come in lots of different varieties, but the two main groups are white oak and red oak. So these have rounded tips on the ends, okay? And oaks don't make a ton of seeds every single year. Some years they have huge crop. These white oaks are not producing any. Animals definitely like white oak acorns better than red. They have less tannin in them, which make them kind of bitter. But you can see this tree probably produced pretty well last year because there's not many acorns on it now this year. Also, you got to beat the animals to it. Now, I'm going to walk over here to some red oaks. I also got this handy dandy little acorn collector. I just got it. I have got another one that's for larger seeds. But these are red oaks. So we got white oaks and red oaks. Now, there's lots of red oak acorns on the ground. You can see them all over. We'll try to pick some up here in a minute. But red oak, to identify, they have similar structure, leaf structure, but they have pointed lobes on the ends. So those are the two we're going to identify first, okay? And acorns are pretty easy to grow from seed, and we're going to be talking all kinds of things about growing trees from seed and how to do that, and different words like stratification, germination, all sorts of stuff like that. And white oak acorns are very easy to germinate. They will germinate right now, but red oak and most all seeds have to go through a process called stratification, where they have to go through winter. They have to sit in winter. So what we'll do in my classroom is we will mimic winter by putting them in the freezer or the refrigerator in my classroom. That gross refrigerator that I put my food in that has all sorts of different science experiments in it just from my food I leave in there. That is my acorn refrigerator. And then I have another seed refrigerator at home that I use for all the seeds that I collect and plant on my farm. I plant thousands of them every year. But I'm gonna roll this thing around real quick and see if I can pick any of these up, try my new little tool. So I just rolled a couple times, and you can see I've picked some up already. Ought to make it pretty easy. But we will plant some of these in the classroom. We will create Mother Nature indoors. We know for photosynthesis to happen, we know the things we need. So we'll be creating the sun in the classroom. All right, it is not going to be my bald head. Don't even go there. I see you wanting to make that joke. All right, River, you're thinking it. Don't. Okay. So we need to make the sun. We'll create winter by using the refrigerator. We'll need some constant temperature. We need to somehow make rain. Okay, can we do that somehow? How could we make rain? So be thinking about those things. What we're going to do probably tomorrow, someday this week, I think maybe there's rain one day, is come out and collect seeds. And we're also going to try to collect leaves and see if you guys are able to identify some oak trees. Now, like I said, the two main groups are white oak and red oak, but there are tons. I don't know how many different types of oaks there are, but tons. Like bur oak is a white oak. There's just an actual white oak. There are Shumard oaks. There are pin oaks, shingle oaks, sawtooth oaks. Lots and lots and lots of different ones. We're going to try to focus just on native type oaks here. And we can get into native and non-native and invasive. So I've gone around and rolled this. This is definitely going to make our seed collecting a lot easier. So, but remember, two types of oaks we're learning. We have white oak and red oak. Red oak have pointed lobes, and White oak have rounded lobes. So we will go from there. And acorns grow on oak trees, not acorn trees. If you say acorn trees, we can't be friends. You don't have to be super scientific and say they grow on Quercus alba, okay, or Quercus rubra, but you do need to at least say that they grow on an oak tree, not an acorn tree, okay? See ya!